now. Do we have sound? Hey, PGJ here. Do we have sound? Sort of trying to follow me around. Oh, please work. Video check. Check, check, check. Can you see me now? Well, my hand. You can see my hand. You can hear me. Yay! Thank you, Joyce. Thank you. Yes, sound. Yes, video. Okay, well, let's finally get the show on the road, shall we? Holy smokes. Who got tired of that fun? Me. I did. I got tired of all that fun. It was just too exciting for me. I know. Hey, Tilda, I'm so glad you guys are just so patient and you love me so much. And because I'm going to delete those other 2 false starts, let me say in this video that I hope will work and be permanent. That Vaughn will be streaming live tomorrow. Click on the 3 dots that's up there next to her name. If you hover over next to her name, you'll see 3 dots. Click on that. It'll say go to channels. Click on go to channel. And it will open up a separate window. So be sure to subscribe and click the bell for Vaughn. And that way you'll get a notification when she goes live tomorrow. And that would be Friday, February 22. How's the camera? There's not a whole lot I can do about lighting. Seems awful zoomed in, doesn't it? How do I fix that? Anybody know how to fix that? Maybe I just better, because that's just my hand. That's not much space at all. Holy smokes. Thanks for coming back. I have wrinkles on my knuckles. Yes, I do. I have old hands, Joyce, unlike the rest of me. Hi, Gillian. Oh, I'm so glad you guys came back and are just hanging around for me. I need to see if I can figure out how to get that to zoom out a little bit. Because see, you can't even see my whole book. Wrong way. That way. I don't know. You're not going to be able to see me doing much of nothing. Not that I've done much on your control on camera. Yeah, where do I find that? Anybody? Anybody know? Anybody know? Oh my gosh. Really, I will get the hang of this eventually, y'all. Maybe. It could happen. It really could. It could happen. I don't know. But it could. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Roberta. Thanks so much for coming, you guys. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do, Dee Dee. Hi, Dee Dee, by the way. I do. Should I open that? Let's try opening that. Because the last time I opened this one, I had troubles with the sound. Maybe I shouldn't touch that button. Oh, wait, that might have worked. Okay, hang on. I don't know. Nothing. I got nothing there. Let's try something else. Good morning, Kimberly. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, I'm gonna try to find it. Let me try to find it. Because y'all know I don't know what I'm doing ever. Even when I'm doing recordings, it's still like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I just keep going and pretend that I sort of do. It usually works out, but not always. It doesn't always work out. Webcam controller. Let me click that. See what we get for that. I'm on an old computer, so it takes a long time for things to happen. Here we go. Anything? I didn't do a thing. It's not doing anything. That's not working at all. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's not the winner. The camera icon. Yeah, I clicked that, but it didn't do anything. Oh my goodness. I'm waiting for my old computer. By the time we get it going, it'd be time to close it. Oh my goodness. It wasn't this bad last time. So maybe that's what it is. If I start off and pretend like I'm going to do a recording and adjust everything in my camera then, um, and then start the live, and it'll pick up whatever my last camera was. I did, Dee Dee. I downloaded it. And I have OBS, and it's not showing me diddly other than my volume thing is green and it's going up and down, and that's it. So, goodness. Okay, there's that. Okay. Configure video. Let's see what we get when we do that. We get nothing. That's what we get. Move my hand around. Okay. Oh my. Doesn't help that you got such an old computer either, I'm sure. I'm sure that doesn't help. Lick. Uh, okay. I'm at something. Let's see. Okay. I'm at something here. Zoom. Anything now? Did that do anything? Anything at all? I think that did something. Well, Vaughn, would rather just struggle a lot and have you guys struggling with me. Okay. Okay, we got something here. All right, let's come out just a little more. It's not. Is it doing that autofocus thing? Ooh, no, that seems to be okay. Yay! I think I got somewhere. There. See, it only took like 30 minutes. Hey, Pacola. Hello, anybody I missed? I'm not ignoring you. I'm just don't have a clue. That's all I can say. I just don't have a clue. Thanks, mods. You're doing a great job, and surprise for being a mod because some of y'all didn't know you were mods. Surprise. So we're going to work in this again. And I'll remind you from our last live, I collect all kinds of carpet around the studio, and I pile it up, stack it up, pile it up, and stack it up. And a couple of years ago, I went through it and put stuff in folders, which I'm going to shove under the camera, which is going to be really close to your eyeballs. Okay. And so now I need someone to pick a folder number, and let's go from 1 to 20 because I don't know how many folders I have. Take it off autofocus. How do I take it off? Uncheck. Okay, autofocus is off. Thank you. How's the lighting? Should we play with lighting? Put that back. Let's play with lighting. Let's see what we get. Loo, 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 loo. Let's not do anything. That's on auto. Do we want to leave it on auto lighting? Oh, Lord. Bless my heart. I'm just going to leave it on auto lighting for right now. Okay. So Roberta picked first. I'm sorry, Miss Army Linda. We're going to go with number 7. Number 7. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. There's a lot of folders in here, y'all. That's 4, 5. We're almost there. 6 and 7. See, there's a folder 7. It's a fairly empty one. So we might have to grab some other junk from somewhere. I have a lot of junk, y'all. A lot of junk. Hi, Ian. Okay. Lighting's good for Vaughn. Dee Dee says it's nice and clear. Let's see. All right. Oh, look. We got music paper. And we have scrapbook papers. And that's some kind of card. Oh, we got somebody's painty papers. Woohoo. Thanks, somebody. And this one is full of basic. Oh, there's a packaging background. That I don't know. Looks old. It's vintage. Okay, well, that's what we have to work with today. Not much of nothing. And today, because last month we did the front page, I've already got the back page gessoed. And so we're going to do it separate and then glue it on. We're going to smoosh it and glue it on there, y'all. So we'll start with the base. What should we use for the base? Let's use this. It's kind of heavy. So we're going to cut that down a little bit. No, we'll tear it. Let's tear it. Let's pull a Dee Dee and tear it, y'all. We'll use this as the back. Oh, tear it. Just tear it. Just tear it. Because it doesn't matter. Just tear it. Right, Dee Dee? Just tear it. Okay. But how long do I need it? Where's my page measurement? 8.5 shy. Let's go with 8.5 shy. I'm going to cut the background. I'm going to cut the background, y'all. This still feels so weird to me. 8.5 shy. 8.5 shy would be, that's 8.5, and shy would be right there. Okay, 8.5 shy. Oh, we better hang on to that. And then the other measurement was, what did I say? 5.25 shy. I got a lot of shy lines here, y'all. 5.25 shy. That should fit perfectly well in that. Okay, this is going to be our back. We're going to end up gluing that on. Now, let's make it strong and glue some of these other pages on. And that's pretty heavy. But that's all right. I'm going to use matte medium anyway because it's right here. Matte medium. Save that. I'm not going to have a lot of stuff to go in that giveaway envelope this month. It's not like I stream every week. I'm just streaming monthly, y'all. As you can see, I'm having a hard enough time with that. So we're going to glue this down. Right there in the corner, because it's a corner. We're going to glue it in the corner, just like that. Sorry if I bumped the camera and, all that other, uncoordinated stuff. Because that's so me, uncoordinated. So, and I'll turn the heater off. It's a little chilly here, y'all. It's only going to be in the 40s today, and that's cold for us here in this part of Texas. Just saying, that is cold, and it's rainy and wet, and that even just makes it colder. So, well, thank you, Joyce, because I do a bashful project. Everything is shy. Get back on there. Would y'all be bored if we did this every month for a while? Just worked on this studio cleanup file folder stuff. So, because I hadn't thought of much else to do. My my editing computer, which is not my working computer, they are different. My editing computer is a newer computer. It's 3 years old, and the screen is trying to go out on it. So they've already told me that they will have it. And y'all, this just sounded ridiculous to me, that they're going to have it for 2 to 3 months. And there's just something not right about that. And they would be the Geek Squad, because when I bought the computer, I went ahead and got their service plan, because they'll work on it and clean it up and back it up and do whatever, blah blah. For I think it was a 3-year plan. Look at that, computer's about 3 years old. So go figure. So that's the deal on that. And Roberta recently got a computer. And Roberta, I went and checked on that. I don't think I want that one. Want that one. Could I sound more Southern if I tried? I must have been watching Tiffany this morning. Oh, I love her, y'all. She has got a more Southern accent than me, in my opinion. I'm kind of liking that. Okay. Now what? We don't have a whole lot to work with. You know what? It'll take me off screen, but I think we should die cut something out of this piece. Oh, buffering. Buffering. There's not a whole lot anybody can really do about the buffering. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me. You probably can't because if it's buffering, but maybe on the recording y'all can hear me. We're not sure why there's been so much buffering on the YouTubes and their live streams lately. We're assuming that they're going to be trying to work in some ads, but we really don't know. That's the conjecture at this point. We don't know. Okay, so Roberta's fine now. Is anybody else buffering? Because the weather is bad here today. We're supposed to be having thunderstorms, although I've not heard any thunder. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to, let's die cut this, but y'all need to tell me what y'all want me to die cut it into. I have all kinds of die cut carp over there. Somebody pick something. Picola. Do you know the last map I saw of the border wall that we're getting, and I am glad we're getting it, and I'm sorry if I offend you, but I am glad we're getting it because I don't like illegal aliens. That's not to say I don't like aliens, because I love aliens. They're some of the cutest little Martian people I've ever seen. Bad people skip across that border and they do bad things. There's a pedophile ring using ads on YouTube, so they're oh, Roberta. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that at all. Don't like them. So we're going to make a die cut. Let's get off the politics, because that's a no-no subject. What are we die cutting, y'all? Pick something. Say something, and I'll go see what I got. Or should I just go grab a box and show you what I got? Some of what I got. I just got crap, y'all. I got all kinds of junk. And when I heard about AliExpress, I know a lot of y'all don't approve of that either. Yeah. For us cheap clearance people, a house. Of all things, Joyce, I probably don't have a house. I probably really don't. I have a birdhouse, but it's really big. Let's see. I'll get another box in a minute. This one's kind of cool, and I haven't used it yet. This one's really cool, and I have used it. Should we do a Tadah girl? Tadah? She won't quite fit on that, but we could. I think we'll keep her out. Oh, we could do the Tadah girl on the flowers. Oh yeah, let's do the Tadah girl on that. Sorry if I'm bumping the microphone. Let's see. These are all really kind of small dies. Y'all can't see. You can't see a thing. I don't know. We have a casket. Wrong season. We have some coffee. We have a other kind of coffee cup, and we have some teacups, and I'm saying teacups because that's a teapot. We have Coke bottle, soda water bottles, soda water bottles. Some keys. They don't emboss worth a darn. Music notes. Let's do some music notes. We'll do music notes out of that. And we'll do our Tadah girl. Let's see what else we got. Oh, doot. I got a mermaid. Ollie, just saying. And I love my Statue of Liberty. I really do. You put her on some green, and then you die cut a little bit of brown, darkish, rusty brown, and just kind of offset it in the background a little bit. Oh man, that just looks real good. Let's see. You know what? Let's just leave it at those two for now. Okay. Let me see if I can get my big shot over here, if I can even reach it. And I'm sorry and apologize for clearing my throat, y'all. But I got the allergies going on right now. There is something in season down here. Could be anything, could be everything. Could be my trees. They just burst out in brand new leaves like 2 days ago. And that's going to be cold again. Doesn't shock me at all. That's why my tomato plants are still sitting in the kitchen window. How do I keep track of all my die cuts? Well, you saw my box bond. That was it. I have that box. I've got another box about the same size. Like it. Well, it's got bigger dies in it. Then these clearance ones, these are clearance ones. They are in their own little envelopes, and I just keep them stacked by. My English is good, y'all. I did pick up these CD cases from the 99-cent store recently, and I've got some of the AliExpress, I know, dies shoved in here because I have anything very good. Now, my stamps is about the only thing, the de-wooded ones. Let's see what else. And then I've got a box, and I'm pointing to it, and I'm touching it, but y'all can't see it at all. And it's got all my bigs dies in it. Well, almost all of them. I've got crap everywhere, y'all, because I'm a collector. Because the more supplies you have, the better artist you are. Sorted by subject. Sorta. I have them labeled sorta by subject. Sorta. So, but every time I add to it, I just go over there and I make sure it works. And that's about all I do with it. And then I just leave it laying there. So we're going to cut this packaging with these. Now, these are a Spellbinder love notes. And they're musical notes, and they have little hearts on the end. So let's do that. And I don't know which way love notes go because I don't know anything about, I used to, I took a music class in junior high. Does that count? My children are very musical, except my youngest daughter. She's not so much. She didn't enjoy it at all. And my daughter, Erin, who's my oldest one, played a mean saxophone, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she was good. They went to nationals and all that when she was in high school. Did that cut? Oh, it didn't cut all the way through. Oh, yeah, it did. Look at there. Woohoo! Anyway, she's really good. Since she got married and has all them children, which they're starting to leave the nest now, y'all. I'm only 34, in case you were wondering about that. Anyway, She plays a good saxophone. And then I have my son Andrew played trumpet, and he was pretty good. But he's always been. If I said more mature, it's going to make the other one sound immature, and I don't want to sound that way. He's always been more mature. And he says, I like it, I enjoy it, but I don't want to spend all my time doing it. So he's let that part go. You know what? I'm going to use some washi and tape these on here. I feel shaky. Shaky. Let's use ugly washi. Let's use this paper tape. It's not ugly, but it's not really washi either. This is what you can use with bandages and stuff like that. You can turn that into your own washi tape too. Anyway, he said that he enjoyed it and all that junk, but he didn't want to spend the time doing it. So we just took, they when they take music in school here, they have to take it, some of them, for the whole year. And so once his band obligation was up, as I'm not going to do it next year, and I'm like, that's fine. So he didn't do it, and that was fine because we were able to rent his musical instrument. Whereas my daughter, we had to buy that saxophone. Holy cow, y'all. Have you ever bought a saxophone? And my youngest son, Raven, I didn't tell you my name, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Raven plays by ear. He's always been able to do that. And we got him guitar lessons. He likes the guitar. And so they taught him sort of how to read music so he can sort of do that. But he still needs help with getting the, oh, that's peeling apart. Oh, well, that's okay. To get the rhythm, the timing. And so he still partially plays by ear, and he plays really well. Really, y'all. I never really tried to play an instrument because I wasn't really that interested in playing a musical instrument. So I never even tried because I was one of those people that I embarrassed easy and like people looking at me and junk. I know, and look at me now. Hey, Christy. Sorry if I'm missing y'all. I'm still, yeah. Just talking to myself is normal. And anyway, but I sing. Y'all heard me in part two, and that's okay too. It's okay. Let go. That one didn't want to come out at all. I saw where Janet got her that roller thing, the brush to weed out the dyes. We might keep that part too because it's interesting with them words on it. Damn words, because that's how I really talk, y'all. It just, I'm sorry, it just really is. Okay, let's get out this one. Did I tell y'all that was a Spellbinders Love Notes 52-040? That's what I have written on it anyway. So it's probably mostly true. This was a gift from my Secret Santa. Thank you, Santa. And it's the Tadah Girl by Jane Davenport, and that is JDD001. And this is a piece of scrapbook paper, and it's kind of a heavier paper, but it's not cardstock. I think we're going to cut that out of a solid, more solider piece of something. So, have y'all seen on Joggles when they do their die cuts? They are using the yeah. If you're a drinker and you're playing the drinking game, hi Tanya. be sure to take a drink every time I say and let me know how that goes for you. Anyway, they're using the sheet protectors for their Gemini because that's what they use over there. And oh look, she's just so stinking adorable, y'all. She's so small and delicate. Look at her. She's so delicate. I know she's got embossing. You're supposed to use the little rubber mat thing, but I'm not. She's just so stinking cute. We need a piece of dark something put behind her. Let's see if we got a piece of let's see if we got a piece of black over here at my cutting station, which is normally where I cut my dies out at. It looks like we do. We do have a piece of black cardstock, and we'll put that and kind of make it a little shadowy behind her. Anyway, they're using the sheet protectors. Have any of y'all tried that? Hi, Tanya. Tanya. Close the corner bar. No, Joyce. I know it's way too early for you, Joyce. But some of these other people, it may not be that early for them. Oh, she's just so stinking adorable. And the little bubbles, the dots on her skirt do kind of show up without using the, there we go again, the rubber mat to do the embossing on there with this dye. Okay, so don't lose her. I think I've already lost the other part of her. Let's set these over here for music. I'm going to get rid of this. Should I get rid of this? Or are we going to cut that? No, we're going to end up cut. Let's punch the punch. Let's punch the again the Tadah out of the black as well. That goes under there, and then that goes on top. I know, Vaughn. She's just adorable. Tadah. She's the Tadah girl. Okay. Put that back on its card. And I'll do that until I actually take the time, because it's a matter of me taking the time, finding the time. Oh, y'all, was all down in my back last week. I don't know what I did, but it was so not happy. Well, that's not going to go back in there right now while y'all looking at me. Quit looking at me. So let me get rid of this. Put that in that stack, though. Oh. It's a good thing my microphone's got a long cord on it so y'all can hear me grunting and umming and stuff. Snorting. Sorry. Apologize again for snipping and clearing my throat and that kind of thing. We're going to keep that part. So we got that. Now this did emboss, but then this is, you know, it's packaging, so it's thicker already. It's already started thicker. This one didn't punch quite all the way. Did I tell y'all it was damp here? It's not currently raining, but the atmosphere is dripping. I know. How does that happen? Humidity. I know how that happens. Just pull that apart. Come on, let go. It's not like radio silence, is it? Okay, so we got some music notes. Let's put them over there. We got our Tadah girl who's got a couple bits left in her. Okay, I'm looking at chat. Yes, your granddaughters would. Grown-up ladies like Tadah girl too. Just saying. Because we're going to use this part as a shadow. if I can get her offset that way. All of that came out. Wonder. Oh, it's got that in her leg. We don't need that part. We're gonna be able to do that. Just offset her just a little bit, so that she's got just a little bit of a shadow. Yeah, that'll work. I think that'll work. I think we'll make it work. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It will. Can y'all see? I know her little hair buns. She almost looks like Princess Leia like that. Now, in my opinion, now that's just an opinion, we all have more than one. See, you could actually even have her like flying through the air, and then this could be her shadow down on the ground, kind of thing. She can fly through the air, or she can just be jumping for joy, and going ta-da, ta-da. Okay, that's dry. Now, I don't want to make this real thick because we're going to glue it into the journal on that journal page, So I don't want this real thicker. Let's see. I like that. You know what? That kind of goes, when I set these file folders up, I put stuff together that I liked it together. Liked it is a real word around her. I don't think that's going to, we could have made the whole page out of that. We could have just used that, y'all. Let me put this over here. Like that, though. We could put a pocket. Tuck spot. Let's put a tuck spot. I don't know what we're going to put a tuck spot for. I don't know. There's enough of this, though. I'm going to put that over there, too. I don't think I'm going to use that at all. A tall. That's the opposite of a short. Let's put that over there, too. I like this lady, though. I do like that lady. Maybe we'll fussy cut her. She could be like looking at the girl flying in the air. She'd be like flying. Let's do that. Let's cut her out. Cut it out. I don't know how they did that. I wasn't alive back in those days. I'm only 34. It's probably too big for the page, but whatever. I'm not fussy cutting. I'm just jiggle jaggling around her lace collar here. I don't think I'm gonna use any paint this week, right now, today. Y'all been trying to work on projects because, as I was trying to allude to earlier, that my editing screen is going out, and they said 2 or 3 months, and I'm like, really? So I won't be able to do any videos while it's in the shop. So I can try to do some in advance. I don't know how I might have to do more lives when it's in the shop. Lord bless my heart, I might have to do some more lives. I guess I could do that. Once I actually figure out how this thing works. It's like every time it's a new day for me. I'm a little techno challenged. Not totally. But y'all know what? Y'all remember I'd try. I'm not gonna cut up the flowers. I don't think. Choice. Anyway, when computers first came out way back in the olden days, long before I was born, I'm only 34. They started, and they did not even have hard drives, y'all. You actually had to learn how to do basic computer programming so you could make the computer do what you wanted it to do. Okay? I had such a class in my past before I was born, and I programmed the little green man to run across the screen. He'd go, doot, 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 doot. and then I'd hit play again, and it'd go, toot, toot, and that was about the best of it. Okay. Then they came out. It had a floppy drive on it, but I couldn't save anything to it because you couldn't burn to the floppies. Well, I couldn't on the one I had, which I might say was an extremely expensive one because that husband at that time, he thought money was the cat's meat out, and the more he could spend, the happier he could be because he did not like clearance. Okay. Okay. So, anywho, I was the one that had to learn how to do the program. See, I thought she'd be too big for that. Well, we'll just have to scoot her down because we're going to need that flower hat. We're going to make this a tuck spot. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let's give it a weird shape, shall we? And just do something ad-libbed. There we go. Cut that point off of that one. Like that. Oh, now that kind of looks like a flower. We're going to put that right there. We're going to put her right here. We're going to make you fly. You're going to fly, darling. Tadah. You're going to fly. Tadah. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where we're going to put our music notes. Somebody picked a really small journal for this, didn't they? Well, that's not going to fit there. Well, I can take the exclamation mark off, maybe. Because I don't want that over there. I want it over here. Ooh, we can put Tadah right across her chest. People, yeah, we won't go there. Roy! Hello, Roy. Hi, Kathy. Everybody else, anybody else I missed? I'm so glad you guys are here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Okay, so we got that. I'm not going to use, probably not going to use that. So we'll put that over there, and we'll put this over there. I think I should just put that in the recycle box. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I do like that. I don't know. I might end up leaving the musical notes off, y'all. Musical interlude. Let's see. I really do like that. Digging her. What is this song? Barely Even Friends. I can't read music, so I don't know. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, it's a Beauty and the Beast song. Beauty and the Beast on that side. Trademarked. Copyrighted by Walt Disney. So let me throw that in there. Let's put some of that in there. Rip it. I don't know why. Put it behind her. Let's put it behind. We're going to wait to put her tuck spot on there. I'm real sure that's how she's going to go. Let's do something like that. Glue that on. Let's glue that on. Stencil with it. Stencil with what? Oh, I could put the music notes on a little thing card to put in the tuck spot, huh? Get my brush out of this water. This is my new glue brush. I like it. I paint with it too. All my brushes are interchangeable. They really are. Because sometimes I like a really rough thing, and even this really old glue brush that the brushes even barely move on, I will still paint that because it can give me the effect that I'm looking for with the paint. Just saying. Because it's true, y'all. Let's put that right about there. It'll all be okay. Because the worst that can happen, if that could be considered the worst, is we just sew over it. Then look at all that texture we have. We need to smoosh that down a little bit. Where's the smoosher? Sometimes I like wrinkles and sometimes I don't want them. I never know what I'm going to like. Because, you know, I'm kind of intuitive like that, and sometimes it's perfect, and sometimes it's not. And I can't explain why. So I always say it's just an intuitive thing. And you should really never try to cut wet paper because it doesn't cut very well. Oh, who swallowed a fly? Shoe fly, shoe. Oh, I wrote a poem for my husband for Valentine's Day, but it's in the house, so I can't read it to you. It was all about love and junk. Valentine's Day was about love and junk. Okay, so now we got that. And then she's going to go mostly there, and then that's going to come around there. We can actually put her a little more that way. Flying out of the pocket. She'd just be flying. I could go ahead and shadow her because I know I want her going that way. I'm going to use the xyron. My friend Alice, who is not here at my live stream. Where are you, Alice? Are you lurking? Anyway. Oh, you're finishing what I'm saying. I do need somebody to do that because I don't always finish what I'm going to say. Often I don't finish what I'm going to say. And I think I'm going to put the glue on the front so I can make her stick more. Well, no. Xyron. I'm using xyron. Yeah. Will she fit? Anyway, my friend Alice, as I was saying, trying to say, she had a good friend that lost her husband. And when she lost her husband, when he passed away, he didn't, wander off or nothing. Anyway, when he passed away, she decided that she was going to pursue her lifelong dream of living on a beach and scuba diving. So she ended up selling everything, and she did scrapbooking, and she had all this really neato stuff, y'all. Neato stuff. And she donated it to the Art League. And then some of it, Alice says, Jamie, do you want any of this? Take what you want. Press go to the Art League. So that's what happened. And so I got the little xyron sticker maker thing. It's just real little. Did I show you? Probably didn't show you. It's little, it's old, it's got permanent. And you can get the refill rolls, not biscuits, yeah, rolls of sticky tape from the Amazons. You're supposed to burnish this down pretty good. And the sticky should be on the back of her if I did it right. It is. The whole thing is going to pull up. I know I can't talk. I'm pulling stuff up. Susan! Hi, Susan. How are you? I didn't ask anybody else how they were. But how are you? Joyce needs a monitor for, Snickers. Okay. So now I better leave that laying there. We're going to try to make her a shadow. She's not Peter Pan, but still. Just a little bit. Arm, she's a skinny girl. Tadah is skinny. Paper thin even. Can y'all see the top of my head? Oh, top of my head's not in the screen. That's just going to have to work for me. She's cute. She's so cute, y'all. Ta-da! Or I fly, ta-da, I can fly. Fly like an eagle in the sky. Fly like an eagle till the copyright police come. Okay. I don't know what I think about that European thing they're going to be doing. Big copyright stuff. Can't even remember what it's called. Article 13. I don't know. Should talk about things I don't know about. Right. I'm not. Oh, 10-4, Joyce. Pizza. Oh, Roy. Pizza. You know what I'm going to have for lunch? I'm going to have some leftover chicken fried steak. It was a really good chicken fried steak. We got it at a 242 restaurant was the name of it, but it's not on 242, which 242 is a road out here. It was on 1097. I don't figure that one out. First time I had chicken fried steak there. We went down and had lunch with Alice and her husband, Jim, yesterday when we got through over at the hospital. And it was a good chicken fried steak. I couldn't eat all of it. I can seldom eat any chicken fried steak because they're just big Texas-sized steaks, y'all. And so I'll be having that for my lunch. Oh, it's good. It'll be even good. I had the garlic toast for breakfast. I know. I love the garlic toasts. Okay, I'm liking that. I think we're going to glute all that down. Okay, so we're just going to set her aside. We're going to glue down our old lady first. I mean, our vintage lady. She's a little older than me, which is 34. No politics stuff. I know. I keep saying no politics, and there I am just talking all about it. Should stick with the weather. It's one of those things. Whether you want to talk about it or not. There. Angle her up just a little bit so she can kind of be looking up to take part in sharing. Art, joy of sharing. So there she is. Now we're going to glue our Tadah down. I shouldn't have put my thing back in the water already, but I did. Anyway. Yes, that's right, Roberta. She's admiring the Jane Davenport Tadah girl flying around. Tadah. That's cardstock, so it's going to be a little fiddly to stick down unless she uses xyron. That's not happening. Ooh. Stick. Stick it, stick it. Come on. Oh, that's going to be where I cut off at. I can't have it that low. I did put on, while I was waiting for time to stream, I could have done it when I was trying to stream those first 2 times. I did put on, what's that stuff called? Barb likes it. So I had to copy Barb and get some gloves in a bottle. I did put that on. So hopefully this matte medium won't stick too badly to my hands. Okay. So, and I'll put my tuck spot right there. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to tuck in here. Something. I know. Joyce said to make a card to use my notes on that. Miss Rose, it's 198. Oh, I might not have should have said that out loud. A wormhole portal and pretend that I'm in the USA. Nice place to pretend to be, but not too hot. Not really. And I like Savannah, Georgia, but it's probably a little chilly right now. If Dee Dee's still in the room, I don't know. I might have chased her off when I got political. Sorry. Um, but it's cold. Cold too. And they're also on the coast, so when it gets cold there, it's a little damp as well. So we're gonna put that there. I'm thinking I want to ink around this opening just a little bit. I wonder. Sorry, excuse my reach, y'all. I think I'm going to use garden patina because it's my favorite. It really is. I love it. I know. There's really nothing greenish on here, but that's okay. It's my favorite, and I can use it if I want to. Never saw that product before. Silicone brush. Silicone brush. What? What are we talking about? How that works. Silicone brush from. I don't have a silicone brush. I think Roberta's got one though. I've not seen anything from Miss Rose either. I had a lady named Rose that would visit my channel, but it wasn't the same Rose. Hello, Rose, if you're out there watching the recording or if you're lurking in the room, because you can do that. Okay, you don't have to say anything. Even when we talk to you, you don't have to say anything. There's no law. Oh, see, I like that more butter. And y'all know I'm not real good at inking around stuff. But these days, I've been doing pretty good at doing it. Oh, she's been 198 for 8 years. Oh, you aged her. Oh, Vaughn, you don't need to do that, darling. At least you want to, because I'd take it if you mailed it. I wouldn't return it to you. Okay, so I like that. I do like that. I wonder who did that. You know, that could be an old Artie Dar. Hey, Travis, how are you? That could be an old Artie Dar painty paper. It could be. And I think I'm going to freehand cut, y'all. Sometimes I do okay. I cut hair for a living for 20 years, y'all. I was a hairdresser. Back in the day when ladies got hair sets, they'd set their hair. I'm only 34, though. Was barely, I had to stand on a stool to reach their heads. So let's round these corners down here. Ooh, let's use our little baby rounder. This one makes little tiny rounders. Corner rounds. Little tiny. Little tiny. Can y'all see that? I really can't see in the screen, so. Weather from Jamaica. Oh, you're getting warm weather. That's nice. Chicago. Vaughn, you're not in Chicago. I'm going to round this top ones too. Then it won't matter which way it goes. Round. Whoop. Anyway, this, like I said, it's a little tiny rounder. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, I could journal on the back of that if I had anything worth saying. I do like little private journaling spots. See that? Just slide right in there. Be somewhat inconspicuous. Maybe I'll make it just a little shorter. Just stick it out like that. Oh, we could put the flying girl on there and then she could fly. Fly. Tadah. Oh, maybe I do that. Maybe I'll just partially stick her on that. And then when we pull the tag out, This is how I art, y'all. Unless I have a more concrete plan in my head. And then when we pull the tag out, it'd be like I'm flying. I'm flying. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, well, I was fixing to say because I don't remember addressing anything to Chicago in the burbs. So let's think around this too, make it more pretty. How y'all like my inking style these days? Pretty good, huh? Let's splash a little on the back, being how we'll be journaling back there in private, where y'all can't read my secrets. Let's just put a little on her too. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, it's got a molly hair. It's a little fiddly to ink around. That's okay. We'll just blush her up a little bit with garden patina. I love that garden patina, y'all. Pretty stuff. That's nice that your village has its own name. My town has its own name too. It's pronounced Conroe, but a lot of times I'll say cornrow because I'm a bad girl like that. Yeah, we're going to have to angle that in. She can just take off like a rocket. Ta-da! Like that. So we don't want to glue her legs down. We're just going to glue her skirt down. Right about there. Where's a pencil? I love my little Lazy Susan Can desk organizer that I made forever ago. I do. I really like it. And I've tried to put it on in a different spot on my desk, and it just doesn't work anywhere else except right there on the right side because I'm right-handed. So let's put some glue on there. Smoosh it around. Put a little bit on her thighs, not the bottom part of her legs, because I want that part to slide over the tag. Where's that line? Glad I marked it. Like that. Like right there. Let's see how that's going to work. Should be all like, bam! Can y'all see? Am I off screen? Sorry. Should be like, bam! Tadah! Leave her up there to dry for a minute. That's pretty good right there. So let's trim her off. Hope I don't cut my letters. I think I got them high enough. I'll put that in the nail thing too. I don't know. I don't know how well it's usable it'll be. Put that there. Put that right there. Just take it off. Okay, so essentially I'm done with her. We still have these. Put that. That looks kind of weird. I wonder if she's got a headache. I like this side better though. It's raining. It's raining, y'all. Let's see if we can peel this. CB. Looks like a mushroom. I guess it does. That's all right. I can't tell time a lot either. And it took me 3 times, CB, to get this one going. I don't know. Whichever one's got. Where did I put that? I think I just set it over here. That being the packaging. I wonder, because I just want the printed. Let me get my Big Shot back out, y'all. This is what intuitive flying by the seat of your pants arting does. Makes you go back and redo stuff, or get more something, or change your mind. Oh, that's a heavy thing. That's why I have a cutting station over there. But y'all might want to watch. It's a live show. Okay. Let's get one of these. Let's get this. I don't know which one. Let's get this one. Because I just want the words. How's that going to work? I think that'll work like that. Stay right there. Quit moving. Stay right there. Just green tea. I hope it boosts your immune system too, Travis. And you never did give me your new address. But like I said to you on the Facebooks, I think you don't want me to know where you're living now. Afraid I'm going to stalk you or something. I'm not that way. Unless you came to San Antonio, then I would have to go up there to see you, because that seems to be an MO of mine. Isn't that right, CB? Yeah, we'll put that in the mail package. Put that back over here. Get this back out of the way, because that gives me 3, and y'all know I like the number 3. This is my favorite number. It really is. I don't know. It always has been. Okay. So we can do that. How are we going to do that? Well, we could have that just jumping right off of there. Are my notes backwards? Because those are pointing that way. Oh, well, I don't know. Just use a mirror to figure out what the song is. Might be musical interlude. Okay, so let's glue them down. Here, I thought it was almost done. What time is it? Well, we've been going for an hour for this 3rd stream. Those first 2 false starts count. We're not going to count those. We're not going to count those. This corner up here is kind of empty anyway. Okay. Down here. Quick and something. Quick and ear. Put you down here. That's a rose hat. She's got a rose on her head. Yeah, you do need to send your address to Dee Dee. Because, when you send her PayPal and super chat her, which I have on my channel, by the way. Send her your address. You get a thank you. Could happen here, too. Just saying. Of course, I have my card lottery. February's already gone out. Okay. So we're going to, yeah, I like that. We might put some jewels on there in a minute or something. I'm going to use my favorite glue to glue our little tuck spot on. And I'm just going to barely edge it. Put the lid on it. Keep it upside down in the can. It's always ready to go. Get rid of some of the little excess. Smear it right there. Come in from the inside. Okay. Just like that. I'm going to come in just a little bit off the edge of that paper. Just like that. Let's stick something in there. Ooh, what is that? Just to make sure that part stays open. Something sticking out. Okay. No, it's not. I am, CB, I am making a separate page to glue in my studio clean folder journal, because I have all this time, and we're gonna glue that on the back to this gesso page, and that way I don't have to try to worry about working on wonky. And then next month we'll do the flat side. Studio cleanup, all that junk that I stack around and lay around that I went through and put in the file folders, that's what we're using. What size is it? I could tell you what size it is. It is, this is 5 1/4 shy, and this is 8 1/2 shy. That means cut off the line plus a little. And by a little, I mean like a hair. Was it like a 1/32 or something like that? So, okay. So we got that. I had something in my head. Did I say it out loud what I was thinking next? No, probably. Did I say gems? I think I'm going to put some diamonds on here. I think I'm going to put some diamonds. Hang on, I got to take my headphone off so I can go get some diamonds. Hey, Patty Tyler Bears. How are you? Hang on. You can't hear me talking now. Get some flames. Diamonds. Whoa. I like it. Okay, put this back on. This is my diamond box. It's one of those photo boxes, you know, you get from Michael's, which I think they have them on sale this week, 4 for $10. This came from the King Dollar in Humble, because it's my King $1.25, same store, but it's $1.25 here in Conroe. Doesn't have the neat stuff like the one in Humble does. So this is just full of diamonds and pearls and stuff like that. But when I was getting it, I got from that King Dollar in Humble. And it almost looks like our background paper we started with, y'all. Whatever it is, however it comes loose, there's got to be a starting point. Seriously, people. Maybe not. Let's just fold that back. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Well, we got an end on this end. Look at that. It does. It looks like our starting paper. Where'd I put that extras? Where'd I put the extras? Oh, over here. How'd I get them over here? Look. Oh, how funny. Oh my gosh. Patty Harrison. How are you, Patty? Oh, I like that. It's plastic, but I like that. Oh, where are we going to put it though? Or we could put it on some of those. Let's do that. Let's get real creative. We're going to cut out some of these rectangles. See, I just never know what I'm going to do. Even if I have a plan, I had no plan today. Even if I had a plan, it still could go awry. And I don't mean rye bread. I love rye bread, y'all, but I'm allergic to it anymore. It's terrible. Makes me sad. Oh, love to rye toast. Pastrami on rye. Just mustard on rye. Oh, yeah, baby. We'll need to put those in our thing, too. So let's see. We can put that one there. Put a green one there. Put that one there. Put that one there. What do y'all think? It still needs diamonds, though. It does. We have these leftover things. Oh, we could give her a little dangly earring. Look at that. We're going to give her a dangly earring. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it 3. Okay. Straighten that back. My page is still damp. Like I mentioned, it's a little wet here, y'all. We can give her a little dangle earring right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's totes adorbs. Totes adorbs, y'all. I think that's what we're going to do. Look at that piece left. We could put some on her. Put some on our Tadah girl. Does she need a, where's that other little 3-piece? That perfect right there. It goes perfect right there for the belt. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm ignoring chat again. Yellow mustard toast rice on. I know. Well, it could be the seeds. I do. I love rye bread. I'm allergic. Well, you better get back to work, Patty Dolly Purse. Okay. You're a highfalutin paying job like you have. Okay. Now, I want to put some, like this is my fancy palette. It's some sticky on it. I'm going to put a little Aleene's in here. Just a little. Aleene's. It's Aleene's, y'all. I don't know how she pronounces. Doesn't matter. Where's my poking tool? Here it is. Let's put a little dauble on the back of this fancy non-diamond gem thing. It's one of those plastic things. They have they look shiny, but it sucks in. It cups in. Gosh, that's so cute. Scooch it over because it's the details. I say a lot of things don't matter, but then I get fuzzy about stuff. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Now let's give her an earring. Put her earring on there. She got a dangle earring. I think back in the Victorian days they did wear some vintage earrings. Now here's a tip for you, because I'm telling y'all, I know I don't know if I've mentioned it for a while, but I know a lot of useless weird stuff. That back in the day, this was long before any of us was ever even thought about being bonded. I dropped it too soon. The women did pierce their ears, so that wasn't that uncommon. Not many did, But the earrings, you know how we go from the front on your pierced earring and loop it to the back? Well, back in the Victorian days, they went from the back and brought it forward. Now, here's the reason for that. Okay, it's because they normally had dressing maids. They, being the more fortunate people, had maids that would dress them, and it was easier for the maids to get the earrings in like that. And that's why women's buttons are on the opposite side of men, is because those that were more fortunate, where's I going to put that one right there, had the ladies' maids that dressed them. Therefore, the buttons had to be opposite for them to be able to fasten everything. Just saying, because that's just some useless information I know. The men didn't necessarily have that because they tended to button their own coats and stuff. But the women's, they did need dressers, maids, because all their clothes fastened from the back. And they had all those laces and stuff on their, all those things, bustles, and I don't know, all that manner of weirdness. I'm sure I'm glad we don't have to wear that junk. There, see? Fawn knew that. I'm not the only one that knows weird, useless information. I don't know how useless it is. When we were on a cruise back in May, my friend Alice is such a wonderful lady. She and her husband took Johnny and I with them on a cruise. We visited the kitchen and saw the shelves and stuff, and they had a little contest thing about the chef's hat. Who knew the name of the chef's hat and what how many pleats it had? And I told them I was the only one that knew. I said, I know what the pleats mean, and I know how many pleats they have, but I don't know what the name of the chef's hat is. Because I still don't know what the name of the chef's hat is, but don't tell me because I won't remember because it really doesn't matter. And a chef's hat has 100 pleats, and every time a chef or cook masters a new way to prepare eggs, they get a new pleat. They have to master that, though. That's just something weird, I know. My mother was a cafeteria lady at our school, and she would have to go take classes over at the college during the summer to keep up their certifications or whatever. And she came home and told us that one time, and for some reason, it stayed with me. I just thought it was weird. Anyway, that's just a temporary to hold that so it doesn't glue. What do y'all think so far? I love it. It's making me stinking happy. I think we need to put one of those rectangles or two over here. Where's my fancy trim? Her. Right her. And it at the King Dollar in Humble, everything's just dollar. At the King $1.25 here in Conroe, everything's $1.25. And of course, when you check out, you get tax added to that. Understand Europe's not that way. Is that true, Ian? Where whatever price it says it is, that is how much it is? Because taxes are already automatically figured in. Stuff like that. They had a button tool to help pull the buttons through because now we had zipper. Oh, yeah, on the shoes, yeah, they did. They had button hooks. Button hooks. Wives are always dressing their husband. Yeah, but not like that, Ian. We don't put their clothes on them. We just tell them, put this on, boy. That's what we tell them. That's what I tell mine anyway. I better put some more glue on here. Where did I put it? little spinny cart. I said, this is the color I'm wearing today. Are you going to match me or are you going to be opposite of me? I'll let him decide. Sometimes, if I left it up to him what color Johnny was going to pick to wear, it's going to be khaki. I can already tell you in advance, any day of the week, it's going to be khaki. It's his favorite. And lately we've been seeing khaki colored vehicles. It's like, oh, look, they're driving your car. Thanks, Fawn. I'm like, look, they're driving your car. They're driving your khaki car. His car's not khaki, but I think he would have one. It'd be good. Just putting glue, butter in the back of these pieces of whatever they are, plastic, bling stuff. I like that. I like that, y'all. That's just silly. How many of those do we have on in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more. Going with this one. Where are we going to put it? Where are we going to put it? Put it down here. Would that be weird having one down here? I think we're going to put it up here. Because I didn't like it covering up that word. Because in a minute I'm going to tell y'all what this says, this music says down here. I'm going to put it right there. Y'all gonna think this is funny because I think it's funny. Oh, expat. Okay. She's laughing and mistyping. Velcro. Oh, I know. I love Velcro. Okay. So here's what we got so far, y'all. It's still damp. It says, Tadah, true as it can. I need a letter B. True as it can be. I need a letter B. I have some letters. Okay, but I'm going to take my headphone off so I can't hear what y'all are saying. So don't be talking ugly about me as I walk across the room. Look at this box. I'm not going to use that. Watch out. Let's get some letters. Don't know which ones I want. So we'll just pull on them. Not all of them. I'm the queen of Clarence. And I bought Clarence a long time ago, and sometimes I hang on to it for a really long time. Scooch over. So I have these old 7 Gypsies things, and I paid $2 for them back in 2013. Let's see if there's a neat looking letter B in here. I have opened them before. And I have used them. Oh, that's cool with the eyeballs on it, y'all. Oh, that might be too big, though. Those might be too big. Yeah, I think those are too big. Those aren't much smaller either, are they? But they are a little smaller. Okay, get over there. I don't want you anymore. Where's the letter B? Do they have any lower cases? These are grunge boards. Y'all remember when they went on clearance? Like, I don't know, 34 years ago? They're the same age as me. Looking for a lowercase b. Is it a B or is it a D? Because does it matter which way you put it? Yeah, it looks like it matters. That might work. There's some numbers. I was hoping for a really interesting looking B. I think we'll just go with the lowercase b. Anyway, it's grunge. Dee Dee loves how these smell. Mine don't smell anymore. That's how old they are. They don't even smell anymore. that inside. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, now we have to paint it. Should paint it a red to go with her rose on her hat, just to pull that color over a little bit. I think is what we're going to do. Let's see. Let's see what kind of color we can get that kind of looks like that. That may be our best one, the primary red. Primary red. I'm liking that one better, which is holiday red. And that's another holiday red. What is that? Here's a calico red. I think it's too bright though. Yeah, that's too bright. Okay, so we're going holiday red. Or is this the same primary red? Oh, I like that one too. We're going to do both of these reds. Shaky, shaky. Shaking the paint. Stinky boy. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's raining again. I don't know if y'all can hear. Oh, look, this one's a brand new one. Probably had it 34 years. That's how old I am. I want to open either. I went through my paint a couple of months ago and pulled out all the really nasty ones. And dried up because some of them really were. I've already lost my word. There it is, my word. We're just going to do a letter, not a word. We're going to use both of them both damn colors. Them. We're going to use this here piece of stuff. And we're going to use a little tiny bit of this. Just, where is it? Just to hold it in place for a minute. I'll paint it. Okay, let me get my glue brush. Matte medium brush. Out of the water over here. We're just going to, look at that. Both them colors look almost the same. There is a slight difference I can see in real life. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. It's just going to pull some of that red over to that side. Just like that. I am so not good at reading chat, y'all. So if you've come in the room and I've ignored you, like Pam Cake, I don't mean to ignore you. Hello, Pam Cake. Just not that good at reading the chats. So let's hit on y'all. So, who else is here? Hello, whoever else is here that I ignored. I don't mean to ignore you. I'm just rude that way. I'm not a Southern hostess. I may be Southern, sort of Southern, but yeah. I'm not like that. You could come to my house and be here all day, and I might never ask you if you want something to drink. Might not, never. That's going pretty good there. Let's put a little heat gun on this. Is that too loud? I might learn, Joyce, and then again, I might not. I'm a pretty stubborn girl. It's the Irish in me. And I have DNA to prove it. Brighten up my palette. The bee wheel. Suzanne! Hello. How's the weather at y'all's houses? Y'all's neck of the woods. I know Ian's getting some southern Jamaica wind blowing up on him. Warmed them up a little bit. I know, Roy. I saw you on that live stream with Stacy. She's that pink poodles. I watched that. That's where you made your button tassels that I love, and I made a paper clip out of it for the paper clip group I'm in on the Facebooks and put it in the swaps. Now it's all curled up here. Oh, the red, yeah. Hey, y'all, that's my line, girl. That's a southern line. Most southern people say y'all. Not everybody. Florida tends to say you guys, and they're in the South. They don't think they're southern, though, but they're in the South. And anyway, we all say, hey, y'all. After my first daughter was born and she was little, I had to move back to my mom's. God bless her. We had some neighbors, and they were three young boys. And the youngest one, I didn't realize we did this, but back in those days, it was back in the 70s, even though I'm only 34. Anytime you'd see somebody back then, you'd go, hey, man, what's going on? Hey, man. Back then it was, hey, man, instead of y'all. And every time he'd come up, everybody just said, hey, man, because his name was Kenneth. And we had another guy whose name was Kenneth. So we always called the younger one Little Kenneth, right? Because, it just makes sense. He was younger and smaller. But every time he came up, we always said, hey, man. And my daughter, she was like 2 years old, and she always called him man. It was so cute. And he loved it because he was like 13, 14 years old, and he loved that this little girl called him man. I wonder if he remembers that. Before my mother passed away, a few years before she passed away, he dropped it in over there, and he was, letting her know that he was doing well and all that good junk because, people liked my mom. Ta-da! True as it can be. Let's scoot that down just a wee bit so it's not poking it right there. Let's put it right there. Just like that. Who keeps moving my glue plate and my fancy palette? We're going to glue that on with Aleene's original tacky glue because it's my favorite. We're going to use the pokey tool, another favorite of mine. I don't know that this is actually an original or official pokey tool. And I'm not even sure where I got it from. Probably Harbor Freight. I like Harbor Freight. They're building them all over the place. Umble's got one. Conroe's got one. Where were we? We were somewhere we haven't been in a long time the other day, and I can't remember where it was. The other day could have been 2 weeks ago. I don't know. And they were getting a Harbor Freight, wherever that was. I don't know where it was. Anyway, it's probably where it came from. My pokey tool. Okay. Be nice, Bee. Be nice, Bee. There we go. Yeah, that kind of brings some of that red over there. We got a lot of glue smooshed out. Oh, glue bumps. Scrape some of that away. Oh, I love it. I love it. Cough, cough. Yes, I'm 34. It's just as good a number as any. Fancy, fancy. I feel like we need to outline these in black. Or or maybe a different color. Should we break out some gel pens? Hi, Verify. That's how I pronounce your name. I don't know if that's correct, but that's how I pronounce it. Verify. Did you make it home okay then, Pancake? It was so nice meeting you. Whether you wanted to meet me or not didn't matter. I didn't even give you a choice. And that occurred to me after we got back home. And I told Johnny, I'm like, Johnny, I never even asked her if she wanted to meet me. I just assume everybody wants to meet me. Yes, please don't forget to like and share, kind comment, and all that stuff for you folks watching the recording. And by the way, if you're watching the recording, this is was a live stream, and I'm talking to the people who are currently in the chat room and those who may not be there at all. I don't know. Just talk to everybody. Verify. Am I pronouncing that right? Doesn't matter. That's how I'm probably going to pronounce it forever anyway. What was I going to do? I was going to get the gel pens. Hang on, they're across the room too. I can't hear y'all talking. And I've got these new ones. Where is them other new ones? Oh, there they are. Couldn't see them. Had a bag sitting on them. Can't find them when there's a bag sitting on them. We'll just lay that right there. Go over here and wipe my nose. So here we go. I got these are from the King Dollar store in Humble as well. Oh, thank you, Pancake. You're sweet. These are from that King Dollar in Humble. I don't know if they ever carry them at the regular Dollar Tree, but they're pastel gel inks. I've not opened them, so I don't know how nice they are or not. This is from the Big Lots, which is a Walmart offshoot kind of a place. And they were $10. I got them back. I talked to Alice into buying a pack of them as well. I think they were $10, $10 or $11, and they were from the Big Lots. And I've got these. I still have some from probably 10 years ago, and they still write. But they come in their gel inks, and they've got, look, that's got pastels in there too. Could saved $1. Anyway, they've got pastels, and then they've got some jewel tones, and they've got some with glitters in them. Now, I'm wondering what color we should use. Okay, who's going to pick a color? 42 is the best number for everything. I guess it is. I like 34. I have to change it when I turn 60, but I'm not turning 60 for another 34 years. Okay, who's going to pick a color? To outline, we're going to outline these musical notes. I guess we could use black. Orange. We don't have any orange on here, Joyce. Try again. Pick another color. Try again. Go with something that's on here. Jewel tones. I know we got a lot of jewel tones. Red. So we want to go with the red. Okay. Here's a red. Let's see. We're gonna do some swatching. There's a red. Here's a red with glitters. It's probably not a big enough one for y'all to see. Okay, and then we've got this. I'm going to call this a red because it's between the purple and the brown over there. Ooh. Oh, and that's got a metallic look to it. So the jewel ones, I'm guessing, are kind of metallic-y. Okay. So now we have number 1, number 2. When I hold it up to the camera, it's going to be backwards, but whatever. And number 3. Ooh, that's a fancy 3. Normally, you can't read my 3s. Those are our color choices. 1, 2, or 3. I'm sorry, Suze. 56. That's awesome. I know you just had a birthday the other day. Me too. I was 34. You know, we might be the same age, Cake. In real time. I don't live in real time. Baby Pam. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm somewhere between Pam Cake and Susan in real time. Something like that. 1, 2, or 3. Can you see? Can you see on the schedule? Okay, Ian. I so appreciate you coming. You're so supportive, and I just appreciate you. I love your watercoloring, dude. If y'all have not watched Ian's watercoloring, subscribe to his channel. Hi, Vicky. Hover over his name, and you'll see three little dots come up on the right, and click on one, and it says go to his channel. So then you go to his channel. This works for anybody in the chat, y'all. Click on the one that says go to channel. It's going to open a new window, and that way you can subscribe to their channel. And don't forget to click on the little bell, ring the bell, so that you'll get reminders and notifications of live streams and recorded videos. Well, happy birthday to you too, Suze. We're just a bunch of birthday girls and guys. Who's picking a number? Anybody? Anybody at all? Number 3. Okay, that's that metallic-y looking one. I kind of like it too. I was really obviously surprised that it was metallic-y. Put the red one back in the regular red spot. Put the glitter one back in the regular glitter spot. Okay. We're going to outline. We're going to see how good APG can do this. And it so far, y'all. And I know you can't see because my hand is probably right in the way. Oh, and look what I'm going to do. I'm going to complete that heart right there. Oh, that's adorable. I'm going real slow. I have hand issues with my little nerves in my hands because I've had the carpal tunnels and other hand nerve surgeries, and so my hands do weird stuff and they flip. Just flip stuff. I mean, stuff will literally just flip out of them, and I didn't even know my hand moved till I heard the ka-plunking. I messed this side up a little bit, so we'll just make that bigger right there. We'll make this one bigger so it looks like it's supposed to be that way on all of them, like it's a drop shadow. Only the shadow knows. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm so glad we picked a not black color, y'all. Not that there's anything wrong with black, but it is so predictable. And I am somewhat, well, I can be predictable too, but, you know, complete the heart. Oh, that's so cute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. One more musical note that's probably backwards. We already decided that way back, but so it is. I don't read music. I can just sing it though, baby. I'm a singer. I sang musical interlude at the Houston Cistern when we were there a few years ago. What do y'all think? Rosita, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. It is. I'm just so glad everybody's here. I like that. Hmm? Now what are we going to do? Anything, or are we going to do anything else? Oh, let's put some of this on our lips. Let's see. Add a little metallic. Put some lipsticks on her. Well, that's interesting. I don't think I like it. Will it come off? Not so much. Well, I liked it when I smooshed it down, though. Ooh, we should put some stardust on her lips. That's my favorite. My favorite pen is a Jelly Roll Stardust. And you know it's a Stardust because it's got the star here on the little thing. Oh, it's still working. Just put some stardust on her lips. Now what it does is it reflects the color it goes on top of. No, I don't like that. That just looked weird. But let's tip her rose in it. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I like that. We'll just trace around that. Now the problem with the Stardust pen is until it's really dry, it will kind of wipe off. It is just ink after all, y'all. That's all it is, just ink. And it's a gel ink too. Well, it's a Jelly Roll. Of course it's a gel ink, for heaven's sakes. Gracious. Sometimes words come out of my mouth and I don't know what they're saying or what they even mean. I don't know if y'all can see that. I can see it in real life. Let's put some on these hearts on the musical notes. Just because. Just because I want to. I want to. I'm not looking at Chad at all. Or at Short either. Yep. Y'all making this page so fun and so cool. Loving it. Oh, we missed one. The scratchy marks. Oh, I like that so much. Okay. Put my stardust at. Just saying. Ooh, I wonder how the white works in here. You know, it's hard to find a good white pen. We have those other ones whose name I forget, which should be over here in my little black and white one. Nope, that's another stardust. This one's a souffle. That one is nice. Now, when you put on the souffles, you definitely have to wait for it to dry because it actually poofs up just a little bit. So cool. Poofs up just a little bit. That one writes well. What is this one? And here's a Jelly Roll white. It must be okay. It's in my black and white marker. Not marker. I'm not a fan of markers. It's my black and white pen thing. I don't know what that is. Did any of y'all get those art crayons, the mixed media art crayons from Marabou, from the Michaels when they went on clearance last month? I did. I got them from not Michaels, Hobby Lobby. Excuse me, Hobby Lobby last month on clearance. I picked them up at the Hobby Lobby in Humble. And they're watercolor crayon. It's really translucent, y'all. Especially when you smear over it. I mean, it practically turns into nothing. I got I don't know what set it was. I guess skin tones. What is this one? This one's called, what is this one called? Rosa. See, it's even lighter than the white. This one's essentially invisible. Now the brown I thought was amazing. Is it called brown? It's called cocoa. It's amazing, y'all. Watch. Look at that. I'm going to guess it's got a lot of pigment in it. And then it had a, you have Neo 2s? Yeah. An hour away. Oh, well, good luck with that, Miss Lady Jean. I know that's anxiety. And the black is really nice too. So you can put them on there and make little shadows with them. I was looking at the whites and totally got distracted. When I picked this one up, anyway, I'm going down the rabbit hole, y'all. I picked this up at Texas Art Supply. It's a koi coloring brush pen. What color is it? Brown. It just says brown. And I thought it would be good for shadows as well, because you can paint just a really skinny line. And if you're quick about it, you can kind of smear it out too. Not that I do a lot of shadows. I was going to try this white, wasn't I? Bless my heart, y'all. Oh, my God, bless my heart. Oh, the fabric paints. Ooh, I didn't know. Did they have the fabric paints on clearance? Oh, y'all know I love clearance. Oh, it's writing. And that's acrylic paint that's on my drop paper back here. Probably got some blues on it too. Yeah, and I'm sure y'all can't see that, so that's just a waste of your time. I'm sorry. I'm wasting your time. Your time is valuable, and it is precious to me. It truly is. I know I keep saying that, and it probably sounds weird and hokey and kissy-uppy and all that, but take it from me.